Guys, the new commercial fishing update is actually out now. They've added a few things, so fishing nets, obviously, that is one of the big things everybody wanted. Fish finding sonars, so you can actually go out into the ocean, and you can find fish using a sonar, which is nice. Population, apparently, whatever that means. And value variance, and more! Interesting. Anyway, let's go ahead and scroll down and see what they've done. So, obviously there's fishing nets. You have to link 4 fishing net hooks with rope logic, and that creates a net. Very nice. The sides of the nets can be extended and contracted similar to a winch. Interesting. Pulling nets through the water will cause them to billow out. Interesting. Fish stick to the net and can release via a logic node input. Okay, that makes sense. Feature. Fish biomes and rarity. Fish now spawn in appropriate biomes based on a longitude and depth. Interesting. That works. I keep saying interesting, sorry. Fish prices are now scaled based on biome rarity. Fish hotspots exist in the world where the maximum fish density is increased by 4 times. Fish hotspot map data can be purchased from fish data vendors. Okay, and they've added this, which is a lure command. Alright, okay. So, now that we've read all of that, let's go ahead and get ourselves a trawler off the workshop and, I don't know, attach a net to it. It's been a while since I've actually built in this game, but this right here is the Rose 28-meter fishing trawler. So I took this from the workshop, and we're going to try and add, I guess, a fishing net to this? This is going to be interesting. So, logic, rope. If we attach this one to this one, to this one. No, I don't know how we actually do this. Okay, so I've added 4 separate rope anchor points, as you guys can see right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. What we're going to do now is attach these guys together, just like this, I guess? And is that what we need to do? I'm not actually entirely sure. Okay, that was really dumb. Obviously, it's not just rope anchors. They are actually called net anchors. Interesting. So, let's go ahead and shove one there, and one here. Excelente. Delete these guys. All right, this makes more sense. This makes a hell of a lot more sense. Anyway, attach that to there, down to here, across from there up to here, and that up to there. Spawn. Let's see what that even looks like. There's a net. Nice. Okay, so I've done some attaching, essentially on all of the rope anchors, or all of the net anchors, I've actually attached some rope anchors, and they've been attached to all of these winches. So now if we move the ship, as presumably this is going to work, but I don't know. Alright, so the ship is moving, there's our net right there. Let's go ahead and control this, I guess. Aft winch is out. Okay, right, so they're actually going backwards, very nice. Down is 2. Let's go ahead and press 2 as well. Okay, so they are actually in the water, interestingly enough. Okay, I can't really see the winch anymore, so let's go ahead and stop this from moving. Okay, I'll actually pull those ones in, and it's opened up. Okay, right, that's actually really cool. So, oh, now they're all in the same position. Ah, this is quite tricky to do. Anyway, if we open this, let's go ahead and see what that does. Alright, so the current situation we have is that there are no fish in there because I've accidentally let out the top one more than I've let out the bottom one, and that means that it's not actually in the right sort of orientation. Also, there are currently no fish where I actually am, so we probably need to sort that out too. And there we go, right, cool. So the net is sort of correct there. Let's go ahead and... No, I've already actually opened it, so if I close it, what happens? The only way I can actually see is by going to this. So close doesn't really seem to do anything. What about open? It should, like, extend them out, I believe, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. Alright, so I've actually slowed down the ship a little bit. I've lowered these guys down enough so that they are at the bottom of the ocean in terms of the actual net itself, because that seems to be where the fish around here actually are. So we're just gonna keep sailing along and see if something happens, I guess? Maybe? There is actually a thing called a fish finder, which will actually see a fish 100 meters when submerged. It'll actually give you, like, the right way to go in terms of, like, yawing and stuff like that. But we're not going to use that today because I feel like we just need to try and figure out how to make the actual thing itself work a little bit better. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab this guy and this guy. I'm going to go down here as well and grab these. And I am actually going to extend it pretty much all the way out to the side. it might be a really bad idea, but yes, let's go ahead and send it until it's not going to be able to go any further. Paste that there. Very good. We're then going to take these guys and we're going to do the same thing. So, cut this. Oh. Ah. Well, that doesn't work, does it? Because the ship's not even in the center. That really sucks. That really, really sucks. Right, okay, hang on. Move the ship over a little bit. We're then going to go ahead and do this and do this. Here we go. This is how we know where to put them. There we go. So, we're going to grab these guys. These ones right here. Excellent. Go ahead and cut it. Actually, we need to grab that one too. So we cut this, we move it over to this side, and we paste it. There we go. We then do the same thing on the other side. So we cut this, and we paste it over here, I think. There we go. We then make sure they're all still connected. All of it does seem to still be connected. Excellent. And that's fine. Release catch. Yeah, so release catch should actually be connected to there and there as well. Okay, right, so let's see what happens. Okay, so ship is moving. We now need to figure out this bit. So if we aft winches out, there we go. I am actually going to go ahead and try and drop this down as well. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and drop these guys down too. Okay, interesting. Stop this one from working. Okay, stop this one from doing anything too. Oh no, actually it needs to go way further. Here we go. Yes! The whole thing is like on the floor, but it should start opening up, I think. Okay, that is not how a net needs to be. Not at all. So if we actually winch this one out a bit more. There we go, and we stop that there. It should actually be in the right orientation. That's good. We just need to catch one fish. This is super annoying. Okay, so if we open it, does it do anything? I don't think that does anything. It's very confusing. I almost forgot. There is a fish data thingy-mabobby, so you can go here and you can actually find some spots where there are going to be fish. Unfortunately... Wait, actually... Oh, wow, yeah, it shows you with a fish on the map. They are all very, very far away from me. So I'm going to go ahead and spam this until we get one nearby, maybe. Any fish in this area? Nope. Keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. Alright, how many fish have we got on the map? They are literally everywhere. So we actually have to travel all the way out to one of those. But no, I want one in this area. I'm going to keep purchasing it. Nope, still nothing. Keep going, still nothing. Come on, there's got to be fish nearby. Otherwise, I'm going to have to move my boat. I guess I can do that. So, what's kind of funny about this is obviously the fishing village is right there, and there are, like, no fish nearby. All of the fish are everywhere else but near the fishing village. So, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our boat, and we are going to go here, and we're going to sail up to this one. Alright, so as long as we fit underneath these bridges, which we do, and we get out the other side, I'm actually going to go ahead and get the nets ready, and I'm going to start trawling all my way over to there, and then once we get there, hopefully it works anyway. Right, let's do it. So I actually have a theory about these buttons. So I've obviously attached these buttons to each of these things, but maybe because they're separate entities, they're not actually doing what I want them to do. But that would mean actually not having them on winches, which doesn't really make sense to me anyway. Yeah, I don't know, that's a little bit confusing. Anyway, what I want to do is lower it down a hell of a lot more, so I'm going to go ahead and winch out and winch out. Because at the minute, we're going to really deep water, and the net isn't really any deeper than it needs to be. Right, okay, actually stop this one on the bottom for a second, and go again. Because otherwise we're going to be at a really weird angle, which we already are, but still. Also, this net looks tiny now. It looks so small. Right, stop that, and stop this. Let's have a little look at the net. Yeah, that's probably fine, as long as we, like, drive into fish. Maybe. Just out of curiosity to see if I was correct, let's go ahead and extend it. Yes, look at that. It does actually extend when you do that. So, because mine is on a separate thing, it's not going to do this, if that makes sense. These are all actually attached to the main part of the boat, rather than on a winch, or on that winch, or on that winch, or on that winch, which are all technically separate entities. They're all part of the main base. So, this is a really, really big one, but you'd have to have some sort of, like, control if you were to do it separately, if that makes sense. That's annoying, But yeah, look at how big this net actually is now. So realistically, we could actually catch fish with this one, but I don't think we'd catch fish with the one that we've sent out to the haddock, which is almost there, but it's taking its time. So let's just wait and see if this catches anything. Although, actually, it's a very strange shape. I don't really know what's going on back here, so let's just ignore that. And we will actually go back to our other thing. Also, this is retracting it, so it is actually pulling it in. Okay, but we haven't gone over any fish, so unfortunately, we're not actually capturing anything. So yeah, I guess this one made it all the way out here, but it won't do anything. Right, okay, well, at least we're wasting my time and not yours. So, what I'm going to do now is actually just build something really big with a really big net on the back and see if we can just get one. Get a fish. Okay, so still doesn't really make sense, but let's go ahead and start driving with our big fish net as it currently is. Yes. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and open it up and we'll see what happens. So press... I believe it's this one? No, it's the other one. It's this one! Wait. Ah, there we go. See? Look at that. It's doing its thing. It's doing its thing! So if we drive over any fish, they'll get captured in our net. And if they do get captured in our net, then... happy days, I guess. Okay, so I think fish are actually somewhat scared of boats, or maybe engine noise or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and throttle down. So I'm not as noisy as I was. Okay, that does mess with the... oh, that messes with it quite a bit, actually. The whole net has collapsed. Okay, we need to go faster than this in order for the net to come back up. Okay, that's fine. And then maybe the fish aren't as scared because I'm going slower? I don't see that being the case, though. There is a fish directly under my boat, and it swam out. It actually swam out of the way. That sucks. Also, side note, I did actually go out to this place, the haddock hotspot. If I teleport there, like this, and I have a little look underneath the water, you will notice there's like nothing here. Which is strange, right? Maybe they're they swim really low, but I don't think so. So I don't know what's going on there. Also, I'm about to die, but that's fine. Alright, well, I think I'm actually happy with my findings. They are a bit interesting, is all I'm gonna say. I don't really know if there's like a better way of doing it than what I've done. I mean, there must be, right? Because it's out, it's been released. So if you guys have fun with the fishing update, let me know. But I'm seeing in the Discord, people are asking about having to have these things be radio controlled. And I think that is actually true. Or not radio controlled, but like, you know, remote controlled. Which is, I don't know, I don't feel like that should be the case, you know? The nodes, I feel, should work no matter where they are, if that makes sense. So whether this is actually attached to the boat, or whether it's attached to a winch, I feel like it should be able to be controlled from the boat, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I didn't actually catch any fish, but I do think it's kind of a cool update. I do like the idea of fishing nets, but unfortunately we are not going to catch any fish today. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.